of proper bridling. We're actually going to go over how to apply and put on the bridle safely and effectively. We've already going over our prerequisite cues, and I'm just going to go over those for you so you can see. In part 1, we reviewed how to ask the horse to lower the pole by using the palm of our hand, how to bring the nose and the head towards our body and give us a gentle hug, how to apply our index finger on the outside of the horse's mouth, tickling the roof until the horse opens their mouth, how to teach using the thumb to apply pressure to the inside corner of the horse's mouth until they open it, and then putting all of those cues together. Open, Fanny. There you go. So now we're going to go ahead and put the bridle on. So let me just start by saying, you'll see that Phantom has nothing on right now. You're more than welcome to keep your halter and lead rope on at this stage of putting the bridle on. If you're comfortable with putting the lead rope around the horse's neck so that you feel like the horse will stay with you, that's fine too. It's just something that I personally don't do. I feel like if I'm going to apply or put on the bridle, I want to make sure that my horse will stay with me without anything on them before I actually go to the bridling. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up Phantom's bridle. And this is one of my Peaceful Solutions bridles that I designed. It's up to you at this point in time if you want to put the reins over the horse's neck to feel like you have them secured. Totally up to you. Again, not something I normally do unless I'm working with a horse that really has a problem and an issue walking off during bridling. So instead, I'm going to leave the reins over my right wrist. I'm going to ask Phantom to bring her head towards me. And again, you'll have to excuse her. There's flies like crazy today, so she keeps trying to get those, but she's being a trooper. It's really hot today. I'm going to put the bridle over my left wrist, and I'm going to start my phases of the cues. So now I'm going to ask Phantom to lower her head, bring her head to me, and now I'm going to take the bridle from my left hand. No, I'm going to ask her to come towards me again. Right there, I'm going to release it. I'm going to switch, no. I'm going to switch the bridle from my left wrist to my right hand. I'm going to make sure Phantom stays in the spot where I instructed her to be with all of my pre-cues. I'm going to hold the bit in my hand with my thumb and in between my index finger and my third finger. So now once I come down here, I'm going to put my thumb in the corner of her mouth, and this part's important. So you don't shove the bit into the horse's teeth. It's very important that you wait for the horse to open their mouth in response to your thumb being in their mouth. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my right hand and ask with the bridle coming in an upward motion, okay? That way now the bit is in her mouth. I can go ahead and take my hand, fold her ear towards you, slide the bridle over her ear, fold her left ear towards you, gently place it in the bridle, and now I'm ready to go ahead and secure my noseband. Again, on most bridles you probably won't have one of these, but if you'd like to know why I have a noseband, I do have another video that talks all about the design of my bridles. I'm going to go ahead and secure the throat latch, and voila, my horse is bridled. Now, when I go to take the bridle off, I reverse the cues. So I'm going to undo the throat latch, undo the noseband. I have the reins in my left hand over my wrist. I'm going to place my left hand over the bridge of her nose. I'm going to slide her right ear out, her left ear out. I'm going to ask her to lower her head with my right palm of my hand so she's nice and low, and this is very important. Right here, I'm going to allow her to drop the bit, okay? I'm not going to just wait for her for me to pull it out of her mouth. I see that all the time. People are just kind of yanking the bit out of the horse's mouth. I hear the clanking against their teeth. It makes my stomach cringe. You want to make sure that you're always taking the utmost care not to hit the horse in the teeth with the bit. It's really uncomfortable for them, and it's one of the quickest ways that a horse will not want to be bridled. So again, I'm going to review this. We're going to bring the bridge of the nose towards us. Take the palm of the hand, ask her to lower. Once she's below my waist, I'm going to pass the bridle to my right hand. I'm going to ask her to open her mouth by inserting my thumb in the corner. My right hand is going to bring the bit and bridle upwards. I'm going to fold the ear towards you, fold the opposite ear towards you. Go ahead and do up the throat latch. Go ahead and tighten and apply the nose band. And again, this has got 2 fingers in it all the time. So this is basically to secure my cheek pieces so that they don't open too much during the course of riding a young horse. So to keep the bit more in place, go ahead and get that. I know they're very awful today. So that is how we apply the bit. Now again, I'm going to go ahead. We'll reverse how we ask. I'm going to slide the ear out, ask her to lower her head, bring her head towards me. I'm going to allow her to spit the bit out. I'm going to say thank you and allow her to be released. That is the easiest way that I know of to ask a horse to be bridled and unbridled. And I do say asking because it is their right to say yes or no. So when I ask my horse to be bridled or to be saddled or to be ridden, I want to make sure I do it with the utmost care to make sure that I take care and instill good values with them. So I hope that helped. Be sure to go back and watch part 1 on the prerequisite cues and then go ahead through and watch this video and put them both together. If you have any questions, because believe me, bridling can be a really big issue. I have seen horses throw people against stall walls. I have seen horses that take 2 or 3 people to bridle. You can make it easier and you can make it simpler for the horse. It just takes time. So Phantom has been doing this for quite some time. She's very polite with it. All of my other horses are the same way with their bridling. And it doesn't matter what bit you're using. If you're using a bitless, if you're using a hackamore, I go through the same steps with everything that I'm using. So I want to thank Phantom for joining me today on this hot day to film this video, and I want to thank all of you for watching. I'm really enjoying making these. If any of you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email at tarajones7@yahoo.com. For further information on my products, you can visit my website at tarajonestraining.com, and for training classes, courses, apprenticeships, all kinds of other things that I offer, please feel free to drop me a line and ask me about those. Thanks so much, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Stay cool, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.